Alright, what's up guys? We're back from GenCon. I'm here with Butters, who actually kicked ass at GenCon. I did okay. And yeah, let's break it down. Yeah. What'd you think?
I love GenCon. It's only my second time going. I went for back in 2021. This was like mid-COVID for Dragon Ball, which was a different event entirely because of COVID and everything like that. But to actually go this time where it's a little less restraints and still the same thing, even bigger. Because last time I went there in 2021, we didn't use the Lucas Oil Stadium.
Which is so cool as a sports fan.
As a sports fan, it was awesome. Like, best thing about Lucas Oil Stadium was they had a patch in the middle that didn't have anything on it. It was just the field.
The grass.
So big sports fan. So it's really awesome to see that. Yeah. But being inside Lucas Oil Stadium, playing One Piece, DBS, they were playing Digimon. I think every single card game was being played there.
Every Bandai game definitely had their tournament in it.
Yeah.
That was a meaningful tournament. Like, I don't know if BSS did.
I don't know if they had a regional. I'm not sure. I don't think they did.
I think they had like a smaller event.
Yeah, and then even then, Bandai also had their demo booth across the walkway in the main hall, in the demo hall.
Cool demos.
Beautiful. Yeah. Tried a DBS. I know me and the guys jammed probably 30 games of that just to get enough decks.
We tried to build an ultimate deck too.
Yes, now we have
their best form.
We should have. Yeah, now we have enough. We probably have 12 starter decks now
to build two
DBS,
Vegetas.
Actually, two Vegetas, two Gokus, everything. But
so that was a cool game. But yeah, so One Piece. Thursday was the regional, and Friday was our Treasure Cup.
Okay.
Thursday, you and I decided to check out the con.
Meaning we did horrible. I know I came in today. I brought Kid. I did
too.
I sat. Yeah, we both played Kid. My first matchup was Rob Lee, and he played Film. I played Wano. I played the Wano Kikus and
Control.
Stuff like that. Yeah, Nekomamushis. Yeah. I went okay. Sit down round one. I got Rob Lucci. I'm like, this is my worst matchup. But hey, man, maybe we can get over it. We lost. It was a good game. Whatever. No hard feelings. We'll swing back. Round two. Rob Lucci. It was a custom leader too. I was like, what's that lead? Oh, it's Rob Lucci. Okay.
Great.
Sick. So I got washed again. Went into round three. Kind of know because there's no top cut for any Gen Con events, knowing that I'd have to win 7 rounds straight, and then I'd have to hope all the people I beat who are now in the 0-2 bracket, because as soon as I can beat the next guy, he's 0-3, he's going to drop.
Right.
My breakers are not going to be good going into that hopeful scenario.
You're literally hoping you sneak in top 16 at best.
Yeah.
And sneak.
Yeah. And I'm the bubble already. Yeah. So I won my round 3. Me and my opponent were like, you're going to win. I was like, no. They're like, no, you're going to win.
Yeah.
We're both trying to lose almost. But I ended up winning, and I was like, I'm dropping. So we both left. Yeah. And then the con was fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot.
The con was incredible. So Thursday I played Film Kid as well. My first match was Smoker. And I ended up playing that same guy the next day too, by the way, which is nuts. Brandon did the same.
Did he get revenge?
No, I beat him both days.
Okay. Oh, you beat him both days?
Yeah.
Not bad.
So I beat the Smoker guy. It was a really good game. Then round 2, I just get washed by Zoro. It's one of those Zoro games where you don't even get to play.
They did Buggy.
Oh, bro. 3 searchers within the first 2 turns. He goes first, plays 1, then plays next 2 on the next turn, and I get fire fisted right away.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I didn't even get to play. And then I lose to Nami, and I'm like, yep, my day's done. I'm over.
That was the crazy
Nami
part.
with Kid, bro.
You lost to Nami playing Kid, which
did not
baffles me.
Discard one Kaya or the other one, Sanji's Pilaf.
Yeah,
he got to use all 8.
Yeah, those are the games where you feel like, I just win. That's where the Nami actually feels like a good deck.
Yeah, it was insane. And I'm like, okay, you're at 14 cards. You have 9 Don up, 4 events. Next turn, I think you probably win defensively. He shakes his head. Yeah. And I'm like, cool, show it to me. We don't even play it out. I say, just show it to me, man. He goes, here's it. I'm like, yep. And he's like, discards that card. I'm like, yep, cool. So that was that. We move on. We go up to Gen Con. It was a blast. We gear up for Friday. You change your deck and I change my deck. And it made a vast difference.
Yes. I pivoted because day 1, I watched Andrew Duvall and Jonathan Rodriguez do very, very well.
Buddies of yours.
Kinemon, from DBS days.
Yep.
They did extremely well.
Great players.
Kinemon. Duvall got 2nd.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I love green. I do everyone knows from DBS and this game, I do like green. I like control-y kind of decks. And I was like, whatever. And I was just mad about Kid. Facing double Rob Lucci just tilted me off the earth. I was like, this is crazy. So I asked for their list, sent me the list. I ran a 3-card different list because all this and that because I didn't have the vanilla Wano on them.
Yeah.
But I played Kinemon for the first time in a tournament. My matchups were more favorable. I didn't play a single black deck all day. I played just a couple Laws, a couple Zoros.
Now you finished X2.
I finished X2. I was the best X2.
You were the highest X2.
I finished 9th. So I didn't bubble, so I'm not too mad about it. But I finished 9th as the highest X2 on the entire day.
And what were your 2 losses?
I lost in the final round. I lost against Law, who just had the stones. He opened 2 Curlies, a Bonnie, and a Tama, and a Curly Don. We talked about it after. So he had every searcher.
So you didn't even get to play the game.
Yeah, he swapped out. My goal at one point was to have to kill him from 4-0 with double Don Krieg gun leader.
Yeah,
like starve him for resources, try to live, and hope he shoots for game when he can't. He was a great player. He played it perfectly. So I lost.
And at that stage, that's what you're playing.
Yeah, I mean,
you expect everyone to be on your level.
Yeah, at a point of the game, I was watching him. I was like, okay, he played a Bonnie down. I was like, if he does not see Bonnie, if he doesn't see Law off this Bonnie, I'm shooting for game. But actually, we talked about after the game, he knew the top 5 cards of the deck. He knew the 4th card was going to be a Law because of how many times he searched. He's like, oh, I just know I have a Law, so I'll search and find Law.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I didn't even have
good
a
Law
chance.
players.
Exactly. Yeah, when you can reverse stack, bro, the game's over.
Yeah.
But, and then my other loss on the day, I think, it was just Whitebeard. I was like, I'm doing a setup turn. I'm going to go for game next turn. He went, Newgate. And I was like, because he didn't search for it. And he had Radical behind it. And I was like, yeah, I lose. So I'm not good about it.
Yeah.
So.
I played Newgate.
Okay.
And
crazy.
Yeah.
How was that for the first time?
Yeah, first time playing the deck. I went 6-0 to start. We were at the top tables.
Yeah.
I mean, we were chilling there all day.
We were waiting to face each other at some point. Like, oh, here we
I thought we were going to round 6, but instead I played Jackson Hoang, who ended up winning the event. He beat me. Played Zorro. He saw multiple searchers, multiple Marcos. It's a wrap. Just, yeah. It's a wrap. Good
Red's
game.
Fun. And you're playing
we'll play. Yeah. And then I played next round against a Croc player. Never played tested against Croc since the ban list. Had no idea what to do, and it showed, and he won. So
nice.
That was the last deck I expected to play against
Croc.
at that round. I mean,
fair,
round before
finals,
last, I'm playing against Croc. Guy ended up going X1, did fabulous, got like 5th place or something. Great player. Just did not expect that matchup. Think I made a misplay. Tried to go for a board when I should have just slammed Newgate because I had it in my hand. But regardless, I think he had it because he was playing the Impel Down package. He played Ivankov on curve.
Ooh.
And had Mihawk next turn. And he was able to get a body out with Ivankov. So,
ouch.
Yeah, he got pretty wide pretty fast. And just after that was lifting a thing every turn. Like I had 2 Rush Luffy's out. Lifted them both with Croc. And I'm like, I can't
just stay off for a little bit.
Yeah, I can't afford to keep playing these down every turn. So, yeah, great shout out to him. And then last round I played against Zoro and won. So finished X2, got 19th. I did bubble out of top 16. Happens, no big deal. But all in all, it was a blast. It was great to see you get 9th. It was great to see our buddy Brandon get 7th.
Oh my God, bro. Brandon got 7th that day and then 16th the day before.
Yeah,
he
snuck right in to get his invite guaranteed at 16th. Even if he would have bubbled out, I'm pretty sure guaranteed he would have got it.
Something like that.
But yeah, so we were super stoked for him. Great run for the boys. He was on Whitebeard as well. Different version than mine. It was more of a Whitebeard Pirates list with the event as well.
Yeah, event searcher.
Focusing more on being able to keep your Marcos out there
Jump blocker.
and consistency in finding your 1-0s, essentially.
So great. Those are pretty good. Radical and Whitebeard are pretty good cards. And Marco. Yeah.
Marco.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. So we did great. We had fun. And that was pretty much our GenCon One Piece portion.
Yeah, for the One Piece.
But that wasn't like the most exciting part for us, I don't think.
Yeah, I know, because this was a lot of people. Everyone we went with, it was their first time at Gen. Besides me and Brandon, it was their first times at GenCon.
Yeah.
So it was. I know it's a beautiful time. You just go to random booths and you find like the most like profitable deals and most fun deals you can get. Like I was buying cards for like
high five to Lorcana.
Yeah, shout out Lorcana, dude. Good luck if you're playing that game. I wish you the best. I just know it's gonna be expensive to get stuff.
Yeah.
Lorcana, we waited in line. I waited in line for 10 minutes. I got a box for $155, and they gave you a Mickey Mouse promo. I got out of the line. A dude went, "I'll give you $100 for that Mickey Mouse," and I was like, "$150," and he went, "Yes." I was like, so I got this box of Lorcana for $5.
Yeah, and then someone right
sold
around
that
the corner
for $300.
Yeah.
So that was great.
It was insane. It was.
And then you actually took the gamble of opening some Lorcana.
Yeah, and it paid off. I got 2 enchanted rares, so that paid for itself. And then we bought a lot of boxes whenever we could, pretty much. I mean, they kept letting us go through. We'd go through. Why not? You know?
I think it was lucky. I was only getting my hands on 2 boxes. I didn't run the gauntlet with you guys through that line that day. Me and Brandon kind of hung out at the DBS guys for a little bit.
Well, I wanted some product too because I want to make some videos for it, some content in the future, and I'm a Disney guy.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, so, I mean, we're here in Orlando for those.
Yeah, so I want to try to give it a shot, and I mean, it's pretty much like a mix of Magic and Pokemon. I think it's kind of a lot of set 1 problems because in both those games, if you're not drawing cards, the game just sucks.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of draw in the game. So the game just kind of sucks right now. But I think once every color gets draw, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But Commander version, Super fun. I know you've been trying to get me to play Commander for a while.
Yeah,
now.
I have, but
I played that, and I'm like, okay, there might be something to Commander.
I'll play Lorcana Commander if you play Magic Commander.
I will.
All right, cool.
You got
good
me.
deal, good deal.
Any other demos you did? I know DBS. That was the big announcement, by the way. The big Bandai announcement was that. I'll let you explain.
We have so DBS is now going to a Masters format and a Fusion World format. Fusion World Masters being just what the game is has been set 1,
continuing
up to
on.
set 23 and continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fusion World is going to be more of a newer thing because I wholeheartedly agree. The thing with DBS is, in my opinion, the hardest game to get into as a new player, just because there's so many mechanics. There's you have like the Yu-Gi-Oh's extra deck. You have a separate charge area, your charge area, your battle. You don't battle all at once. You battle separately. There's a counter phase.
So much text.
And like I attack once, and then we exchange interaction like 4 times before we actually do damage, and all this crazy stuff. Fusion World is gonna be simple. You can play things. They have stuff when they're played. They can attack the turn they're played, and you can offensive counter. But there's no counters like extra shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. No
there's
negates.
Just no negates. Yeah. So. No negates, like stopping attacks. It's very simple. It's just the One Piece version of DBS, except
That's
DBS we just have an offense. Everything has rush, and then you're allowed to offensively counter. So you can just jam cards on the counter. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. I think it'll be more of like a day 2 kind of event for the main. At least I hope so. I hope it doesn't overtake the main game.
Yeah, someone was saying like a gunslinger.
I think it should be a gunslinger type-ish event. Is where like day 1 you have your Masters format at Top Cut, and then day 2 you can do your like Fusion World format.
What's interesting, and I don't necessarily understand the move by Bandai, is that they're giving the online client to Fusion World, which is their non-competitive version of the game.
I mean, technically, if you want, online is the best marketing place is online internet. So,
100%.
Yeah,
like, I'm excited for the online client.
Yeah.
I am. But the fact that that's the game that's not competitive is the super weird part of it.
I do feel gypped as a competitive player for Masters to have that be the deck we're getting, or the version we're getting is the online client. But, hey, I mean, what can you do? I think it's just, honestly, it has nothing to do with either of the games. I think they just did not want to program DBS as an actual online client.
There's a lot of text.
Because it's a lot of text, a lot of effects, and a lot more programming, which means a lot more money.
Yeah.
And Fusion World's very, very simple.
And you can start from the beginning.
Yeah, you don't have to, just new stuff.
Right. You don't have to go, I don't know, how many sets you're in now? What?
We are at 23 main base sets,
Yeah.
probably like 10 subsets, 4 draft boxes. Like, there's over 30
No
sets.
rotations.
Oh, anniversaries. No. That's honestly what I was hoping the announcement was. I was hoping it
rotations?
was a rotation block, and that would be the 2 formats. We'd have the Masters format of everything, and then the rotation block format of like a core 6 or 7 sets.
I'm a fan of rotation, especially at that point.
Oh my god, I was hoping for it.
Too many cards to keep track of, first off.
It's also, if you make a mechanic that you don't like and you think's broken, you could just never make it again, and then it'll leave eventually.
Like, you want to get rid of a 6K leader in One Piece? Oh, rotate New Game.
Yeah.
Gone forever.
And they got Yamato now, so I mean, hey, but it's a more fair 6K leader. But
I can't wait for that card.
the con-wise, I mean, One Piece had a ton of people doing the demos. Like, they were tables right next to each other.
And it's very One Piece friendly. Like, I've never played DBS, and I played the demo a lot over the week. Because we kind of did it in our free time, too.
Yeah,
like,
we
when we were at the
jamming
hotel,
games,
we're like, hey, want to play some DBS? It's very One Piece friendly. It's literally just a more cracked version of One Piece, in my opinion. It's like I'm playing A set all the time, and I still get a great leader effect with whatever my leader does.
Yeah.
For example, Vegeta just swings over for an unbelievable amount, and you're probably taking that life every time.
Yep.
Comboing out of everything else.
Yep.
That's what I was doing, at least. So it's super One Piece friendly.
They play very similar.
And what's interesting, too, is I believe there was, like, I don't know anything about Digimon, I'll be honest, but there was a big announcement about Digimon 2 while we were at GenCon and how they play. And they got, like, a new card type and everything, so that's interesting. It was a big event, is my point.
Big week for Bandai.
Big week for Bandai. I mean, they had so many booths. They were very well represented. When you go into Gen Con, it was really cool. Some of you might have seen this, but there was that huge One Piece thing.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
That was the main entrance
Luffy
banner.
on it, and it was like, welcome to Gen Con. It was Luffy.
It was pretty dope.
For all of Gen Con. So, huge placement for Bandai, and it was really cool. And then, were there any other demos or anything you did that was really cool?
Not necessarily card game demos. I did the Avatar
that
RPG.
Was so cool.
Avatar
I did
RPG.
Too. Yeah.
You guys actually got to play a session. We made a character because we came at like the end of the day.
Okay.
So I know that looked really fun. I know we bought. It's Gen Con. Like, you're gonna buy stuff you had no intentions of buying at all.
Yeah.
Like, you saw us at the airport. We were playing because our flight got delayed 6.5 hours at one point. They got us on the plane. The AC was broken. We were on there for 20 minutes. They got us off the plane so they could fix the AC. But in the meantime, me, Matt, Brandon, and Ari, Matt and Ari being some DBS guys, we jammed Lord of the Rings chapter book game.
By Ravensburger, who makes
Ravensburger. Yeah, Lorcana.
Who makes Lorcana.
Yeah, and they did the what's the one that Soccer got?
Villainous,
all that stuff. Great company. They do a lot of stuff. We were jamming that for like hours, bro. I know it's so hard. Oh my god!
You're like chapter 3, we lose
chapter
again.
3 is stupid, but it's such a fun game. We were playing and like we landed. Dude, we were supposed to land at what, like 11 o'clock, 11:30.
40.
Trevor, the guy behind the camera, is a trooper. That man picked us up at 4:30 a.m. at the Orlando airport, and he had to work in like 4 hours.
Yeah, insane.
I don't like any of us that much. Like
No.
we said it in the call. I was like, man, thanks, Trev, because I don't like any of you enough to be here at 4:30. I'll be up at 4:30, but I'm not coming to get you from the airport.
I love you, but not having it. Just not.
I'm actually sleeping right now.
Don't even know how I'm typing this.
Yeah, but no, GenCon's phenomenal. We bought a ton of stuff, played a bunch of games, a bunch of demos. It's just it's my favorite event by far all year. Because even though I sucked during the actual regional, still had a good time.
Yeah, it was the best move, honestly. What I would do going forward, honestly, is sign up for both the Thursday and Friday event and give it those 3 rounds. If I'm undefeated, I stay. If on that Thursday I've even lost once, I'm out of there. I want to go have fun at the con, and I'll focus on the next day.
I don't know about once, but as soon as I get that second, I'm out. Like it depends.
It
just depends.
I just don't want to play all day.
That's fair.
Because so much.
The con does close relatively early.
Like 6
It's 6 o'clock. Yeah. They close. They don't open till 9. But technically the card game hall where you do the demos and stuff.
Hall,
the people aren't there doing the demos, but the card game hall is open 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be there at 3 a.m. just playing cards with your friends. But oh no, dude! Gen Con's the best event because you could suck and then still have something to do. Meanwhile, other places you lose at the regional, and I never drop at other regionals because where am I gonna go? Back to the hotel and sit around? I'll sit here and just hang out. So
yeah.
Gen Con's the opposite though. It's like, oh man,
there's so much to do.
We were 5-0 and we were like, God, I want to drop so bad. I want to leave so bad.
Yeah.
Part of it was attitude. Like if I keep talking like this, maybe I'll keep winning.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we were like, man, we want to leave so bad and just go enjoy the con. It's just such a fun time.
Yeah, I mean, this was my first Gen Con and it was a blast. Easily the best like event, venue / tournament I've got to be a part of, and it was just a blast. It was a great time. Food trucks were awesome. There's even this awesome beer stand at a local brewery that was really good.
That's the thing too; it has everything.
It has
you
everything.
go to a One Piece event at the place. You're getting like the concession food from that stadium. Where you're getting a chicken nugget, and over here we can get lobster rolls and island noodles and pizza and burgers and all that stuff.
And another great thing, the Caesars Casino.
Oh my god! Every trip we go for One Piece, we go to a casino.
Yeah, we do.
I don't think we're gonna do it for Kissimmee because we're not gonna drive to Tampa. No. But oh, dude, it was a fantastic time. Shout out Frankie. Soccer and Frankie on one hand of blackjack. It was $2,400 on the table. It was beautiful. It was great.
It was insane. My luck was not so good at the table.
No, it was not. We won't bring that up. But hey, man, at least you got your Serial Luffy came in the mail the other day.
Serial Luffy came in the mail.
You can't win them all, man.
Got my winnings. Sold the marker right away too, because it's the exact same art, by the way.
I hate that.
Why? Like the bordering's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Like the texturing, the bordering's great, but it is the same art.
I've never seen One Piece in my life, and I can guarantee there's an image you could have used. There's something you could have used.
There's something. I don't know.
Besides
that was weird
card of him from the top, like looking at us, like.
And then there was one other demo I played that was really great with Star Wars Unlimited. It plays like Runeterra, and it was so cool because like each action then passes to your opponent to do an action. And like let's say you tap 1 mana to do this, play down this card. Your opponent then gets to tap down 1 mana or 2 mana and play down a card. And it's just I like how it passes back and forth. And there's also like you can claim the initiation, which means you go first. So it can be strategic to say, hey, I need to end my turn here and just grab that so I can actually be the first person to do an action.
Okay.
So that was like the mind game of it all, which was actually really, really cool. So I look forward to that. And that's the coolest thing I think about Gen Con too is like a lot of this stuff isn't even out yet.
Oh, yeah.
Like Lorcana's not even out yet. You can't even go to retailers and buy it
for
2 more weeks.
No, there's no organized play for a whole year. So I mean, like that's the part that's honestly turning me away from the game.
There are locals and kits being sent to locals, like special promos for winning locals and stuff. So I'm sure those will have crazy value being Disney and stuff. I mean, I remember when we played OP in OP01. And like the winner Luffy, the 2K,
yeah,
that was like $35 card at one point, we were just popping those off,
Yeah.
get it out of here, So I expect Lorcana will kind of work like that, in the first year. But yeah, no like huge regionals or tournaments. It'll be interesting in seeing how they do that breakdown, because you have such a huge IP behind it.
Oh, yeah.
That's like what's interesting. I just can't wait to see what happens. Like, how are you going to handle this humongous IP? And at GenCon, they tried their best.
Yeah, I mean,
It was actually pretty organized,
Yeah.
more than I thought. Like, I thought it was just going to be balls to the wall, running in there, grabbing things off the shelves. Not like that.
Oh no! It's actually it's extremely organized. It's really nice.
Like
Mapped
GenCon
out.
worked with them
Yeah.
as well to make sure everything was extremely well done.
But all in all, it's a great weekend. I loved it.
So our next big thing we have coming up now that GenCon's over is Kissimmee Regional.
Yep.
I know I'm looking forward, especially for you to play that event, because while you did incredible in that Treasure Cup, we need you to do incredible in a regional.
I really I need to get my invite, so that's
Yeah.
the plan. Not sure what I'm playing.
It won't be Kid, I'm sure.
After double Rob Lucci, probably not. But we'll see. I know it's in our own backyard.
Yep.
So it's right down the road.
Always want to do well.
Oh,
That's in your
absolutely.
own backyard.
So
Yeah.
it's a little bit less pressure almost because you don't like flying out for an event and dropping all this
Yep.
money. I'm gonna go home in my house and sleep in the same place I do every day.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go there, just play some One Piece, try to win every game I can with whatever deck I play. Hopefully the matchups are in my favor, and let's try to get an invite.
Last thing about that event, do you expect the 2 new starter decks to impact that regional at all? The Yamato or Luffy?
So I'd assume Yamato, but I mean Yellow fell off a cliff for
Hard.
GenCon. Yellow,
'Cause Whitebeard.
I didn't see a single yellow deck. I'm not even facing, but I mean genuinely, I maybe saw like a couple in the entire.
I didn't play
row.
against one.
I didn't play against
Both
one
days.
every day. Granted, I only played 3 rounds the first day. But,
True, me too.
So 20 rounds between the two of us,
Yeah.
around there or whatever it was. No, 10 or whatever it was, 12, something like that.
6, 24.
Yeah, there you go. So
Yeah.
whatever amount we played, no yellow decks between the both of us.
No yellow
So,
decks. Well, it has such a bad Whitebeard matchup. Like,
I think Yamato will be good just because it's generically a 6K leader. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's always a great effect.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how that goes. But, I mean, hey, I still think our tier list is pretty accurate. I'm just saying. But we'll have to do another one of those soon.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I think it'll be around the same decks. Law, Zoro, Beard. Maybe a Squeakin' blue deck, maybe a Squeakin' green deck. But those are what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I do think Dofi's positioned well in the meta, as we saw with that victory. That's what I wanted to play on Thursday, but I'm a dumbass. And I grabbed my Film Kid box instead of my Dofi box. But thank you, Ben, for bringing the cards anyways. I just think Dofi's positioned really well in the meta. It has a really good Whitebeard matchup. It can hang with Zoro. Still loses to Drop Kid, though. And that made a low resurgence at GenCon.
It did.
So
Which was on, it's not even the Film Kid version. It was
No.
the pure like Sachi build, like with
Mhm.
like 4 Sachi. Like he was playing every single blocker.
yeah, with Yamato, like to banish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was in there as a tech. That build gets to me because as soon as you don't see your Yamato or you play the Yamato when you're trying to swing it and then they kill it, you're like, okay, well I've
What did
wasted
I
7
do?
turns of this
Yeah.
game. So, but we'll see. No, I think we're in a really good format. I think right now in the format you have to be impactful like on turn 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like it's just like that's why I played Kinemon, just so I can play Okiku on 2 and like Yamato. And
Best
play
early
the
game
board.
probably in the game.
Probably
I mean, still.
yeah. But and then meanwhile Whitebeard's like you're getting your big hand, you're playing a vanilla or you're playing a Nico
Right.
Robin depending on the build. I think it's like if you and then with Black, I think Black's the best deck if you see the early game cards. With
I'll stand
2 drop,
by it.
4 drop, 6 drop, 8 drop, like all that
Ever
stuff.
since set 2, we've said it.
Yeah.
If
so
you curve out on black, I mean,
I feel like you just can't lose.
Yeah.
But if like I said, that's every deck though. If you see your best hand, you're gonna
Yeah.
win. But I think you have to roll the early game right now. I think Red is the best at that. They have the best searchers. So it's kind of hard not to roll the early game when you're just searching for everything. You're building a board while keeping your hand.
Yep.
So that's my opinion on
and all
Red.
those events. Red has great events.
Sure does. Man, I feel like I should play Red.
Yeah, you
But
know.
other than that, I'm just excited to see what happens. Best of luck to everyone going.
Yeah, it's
Come
gonna be a lot of
talk to us
fun.
if you are.
Yep.
Come hang out. But
We got some friends coming in too, I think, for that event. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys at Kissimmee. And actually, we got a little news update from our buddy Diego, who couldn't be here today.
Hey guys, thank you for passing it to me. So for the big 3 news of the week, we had a lot of events happening. GenCon, we have Kissimmee coming up, Pasadena, and Knoxville. So let's talk about some product. they announced the new flagship battle price cards. They're gonna be Kaido and Big Mom. They start rotation in October for Japan and Asia. And they're gonna have the same format as the Queen, the Zoro with a little arrow on the side, super cool. They revealed all the altar leaders for set 5, Sabo, the Bello Belly, we have Sakatsuki, NL, and so on. And then after that, we have the Sword Championship Volume 2. It finally got confirmed. It's gonna start at the end of September through the end of October. It's gonna have different pricing from the first one. The new price card is gonna be Yusuf's Captain Kid. It was the same alt art that was given out during the Japanese Asian preliminaries, the one you will get when you buy for the box and the playmat. And the pricing is gonna change. Participation gets you the 1 pack. Those packs could contain anything like a Josu. We have Shiki, Yellow Sanji. They're on a different new alt art. And the top 4 pricing is gonna change. It is no longer the 1 extra pack. It is gonna be now a 10 count Yamato sleeve. So I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of opinions about that one. But anyways, that's all I got for this week.
All right, thank you, Diego, for that news update. I'm sure our viewers appreciate that. That wraps it up for us this week. We had a great Gen Con, looking forward to Kissimmee. And I got a good feeling my friend Butters here is gonna be going to Nats after that fateful day.
We can only try.
Yeah. So best of luck, guys, and keep watching us. Hit the subscribe button and be sure to follow us. Thanks.